this video I'm going to make a base for the boiler to sit on. I'm going to start off with the circle tool on the origin using the green axis, and I want to pull this to 15 millimeters to give me the outside of the boiler. Again, click on the ring, knock this up to 200. I can delete the inside, and then I want the pencil tool, so L, and at this end point I'm going to pull on the red axis, so right arrow key, and I want it to be 5 millimeters. I then want to pull down on the blue axis, so up arrow key, 20 millimeters. I then want to escape, again left arrow key, and this time on the red axis again, right arrow key, 5 millimeters, and then I want to pull this one down on the blue axis, 20 millimeters, and then I can join across the bottom to this point, and this gives me the shape that I need for the base. So select tool, click in the middle, right click, reverse the face. I then want the eraser, delete this part. I then want the push pull tool, and I'm going to push this back 2 millimeters. I want the select tool, highlight this, right click, make a group. I then want to work on the other side. I now want the tape measure tool along this face here, 5 millimeters. I want the rectangle tool on the green axis, push pull tool, pull this out, 36 millimeters. Select tool, triple click, right click, make a group. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put some bricks onto this section here. So I'm going to double click it into the group, double click again, Control C, click outside the group, then go to Edit, Paste in Place. I then want to click on the bottom line, press Control on the keyboard, then I'm going to bring up OOB. Now these are the settings I'm going to use. So the brick is going to be 3 millimeters by 1.2 millimeters, 0.4 thickness, and the mortar lines are going to be 0.5, 0.5, and a joint depth of 0 and a row offset of 1.5. Click apply, and now you'll see I've got the bricks. So I'm going to hide this section for a second, and what I want to do now is make a group of all of this. So right click, make a group. I then want to use the move tool, click on Control, duplicate it and move it along the green axis, and then I want the scale tool, and clicking in the middle there, I want to move this back -1. This just ensures that the bricks line up and stay on the bottom row. The reason I do this is sometimes OOB, even though you click on the bottom line, it might move the bricks up one mortar course, which is a bit of a pain because you can move the bricks, but I'd rather do it this way. The next thing I want to do is go to View, Hidden. Here we can see we've got this. I want to then right click it and click Unhide. The next thing I want to do is click on this here, click on the move tool, and I want to move this so it joins onto here. So I'm going to scroll in a little bit here so we can see it a bit better. And this gets a little bit tricky, so I want it on the red axis, and I want to drag this down until it's in the right hand corner at the bottom, but not including the bricks. I then want to select tool. I need to click on this, double click it, Control C, click outside, edit, paste in place, click on the bottom here, click it here, and then go to OOB and click apply and OK. So now we've got our bricks on 3 corners. The next thing I want to do is with the select tool, select the bricks, press Control, select this piece here in the middle, right click, make a group, move tool, press Control to duplicate it, and then move it along the red axis. Then I want to zoom in and I want the scale tool, and again in the middle, and push it the other way, -1. This allows me then to move this back into here. So if we have a little look, we've got this point here, so I'm going to select the move tool, click on this point, move it back until I'm level with this point here. So now we have the unit we want. We can delete we can delete the geometry lines. Now what I would do, I would print this in one section. So again now, highlight it all, right click, make a group, file, export STL, export the model, and we'll call this base with bricks. Click save. So in the slicer, again, which is super slicer in my case, base with bricks, I'm going to bring it in, and here you can see it's coming in, it's saying no errors. You could, if you like, right click it and fix through NetFab. Whether it's going to do anything for us, but it's worth doing sometimes just in case. When I'm printing in this orientation, I tend to drop down to 0.1 of a millimetre. I find this better when I'm doing bricks this way. If I had printed them as separate parts, I would then do them at 0.2 layer heights with them laying flat. Then I'm going to click slice, and here you can see this is going to take approximately 1 hour 1 minute to print. So I hope this shows you how you could then create some brickwork using OOB. Now if you're a real rivet counter, you could go into each section of the bricks and pull some of these to make these line up perfect. I'm not going to bother in this case. This is only an example to show you what you could do.